Welcome to another episode of our podcast. Today, the topic is gonna focus on, the youth of the future. I didn't say if you use of the future, if you observe the youth and behavior today, then you can easily determine the future. And if you ask me, I don't think the future is in the best condition to my knowledge. So me and Mr. Wilson is here. We're gonna have a discussion on that topic. So.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about them youth and car? What can we do? Because we're here to do what we can do to help these young generation to make better decisions and all those stuff. So, what are your take on the topic?
Well, I believe it's a strong topic. I believe it's a strong topic because, of course, we're talking about the youths and we're talking about the future.
Yeah.
And those are two things that are very important, the youths, the future. Because the youths are very integral into making our community, our society, and our country at large a place for everyone to live, raise their children and have a nice life. So I believe it's a strong topic, and I believe it's one of those conversations that need to be had. Right? So definitely I think it's a strong topic.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I think where leader is concerned, that we need some more strength in the leader, because remember the leader would have been the direction of the home. So when I said leader, we're referring to mother and father.
Cool.
Right? Yeah, so most of the time I don't think that as parents most of the time that we know our responsibility.
Very, very
because
important.
I think that growing a child focus so much on financial than even the present. What make a father a great father?
Yeah.
Right now, a father can be, if you're gonna differentiate, if you should ask a question and do a survey, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're gonna seek out to say you're doing a survey with some females.
Yeah.
I say, and you answer, alright, we do a survey, we say, who are the great father, the contributor, or the person who would have emotionally dear for their child?
Or even better yet, what are some of the characteristics or some of the things where
characteristics of being person?
Yeah.
So what are some of the characteristics that you would have considered a father would have possessed
to be a good
father?
Yes,
and let me tell you, majority of females now, sorry to say what I'm saying, but I'm just being logistic, right?
Yeah.
Would have told her that, listen to me, me can't give Kevin a bad name, because every time I pick him on something, him give the best shoes and give me, he's a good father.
Alright, yeah, man,
So what you know?
Yeah.
A man is there, no, bro.
Yeah.
Who is willing, he not have much.
Yeah.
But the present is there.
Yeah.
He's willing to carry the child to school.
Yeah.
He spend time with him.
Yeah.
He do all of the things that can nurture a child.
Yeah.
But that man, most of the time, does not get any respect, because guess what? He's not financially active. So I think that we are differentiate a financial person who financially active versus a person who have the ability to be probably one day in the future have what you want, but no, he just have a little more, but him willing to stay with those child and instill the morals, instill the respect, the punctuality, the respect, everything. But the person who is there too much around those child does not get the respect. So I think where we are now is less about being a father by providing emotional service and everything for a child, versus a man who, if I have the money, he's a good father.
Yeah, because yes, man, and I'm gonna put my 2 cents there too, because I'm thinking about what you're saying, and I'm saying to myself, this is actually reality, because of course, this that you have just described is basically a spin-off from the home again, because of course, in some of the homes, children are taught to ensure that if they are going to, especially girls, if they are going to be with a boy or a man, ensure that he can take care of you. Ensure him can provide the necessary need from a financial perspective, and never ensure that he knows how to treat you right. Ensure he respects you. So you recognize right there and then that these types of behavior would have been cultured from very early. So as a result, in the future, we have this problem where society will say you are only good or you're a good man because, of course, you can buy your child the best Clarks, you can give your child the best lunch money, you can give your child the best education. But even though you're unable to provide emotional support, even though you, as a matter of fact, even though you choose not to provide emotional support, they will say you are not a good father if you are able to provide the support but not the finance. So yes.
But look here, when you're trying to be probably a person who want to instill certain morals, in the future, because my philosophy is
yes,
your children are the product and you are the manufacturer.
Yes.
And if you just imagine you're working on a particular product.
Yes.
But you go every evening and you sleep, you go up on the road, you go party. So you're not putting any form of effort in that product.
Yeah.
It's a 99 possibility that product won't take the market because it does not get the attention. You don't do as much research because you're not paying any attention to that product sincerely.
Yeah.
Go straight back to the child.
Yeah.
It's your product. What are you doing to ensure that your product that you have, go out there and take the market and not just in a few days it has no value. So it boils back to, I'm gonna ensure that certain morals are instilled.
Yes.
And watch on punctuality.
Yeah.
So you have a child.
Yes.
But in wake up every morning, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
But you expect that child to grow up and have a job and keep his job.
Yeah.
When there was no punctuality instilled in the home, that child, if that child was waking up on time, doing his job, his daily duty in the house on time, would have known the importance of time for his job.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
You ever pick me in talk to you anyhow. You don't instill as a boy, our children and I saw them behave. No, you have to ensure that you do the right thing, because if you don't talk to the right thing, you cannot expect that it's gonna go out the road and do somebody respectfully.
Yeah.
You're talking about the home now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So in everything from the home, and as I said to you, as community define the school per se, but as school cannot define the community, because what comes from the community is what makes school. So if some gangster come from a community, it's a gangster school you have. If some youth with moral and respect to a school, it's a school with qualities. So it boils back to, what are we going to do to change the type of product we are taking from the home, putting in the world? We have to start thinking, what are the changes we can, or the steps we can take?
Yes, man. And to add to what you have just said to now, because what I get from you is that the home is integral in shaping society in general.
And don't forget environment.
Is that so? And that's exactly what I was about to say. Coupled with parental issues is the environment, which is the society from which these kids come from. I mean, probably 20 years ago, if you had gone in a community and do something out of the norm, any elderly person could have corrected you and reprimanded you, right? And in that sense, the community had a stronger voice in shaping you as an individual or shaping these young youths. But because of the fact that presently, if a society or community decide that, alright, I have seen Tom or Jackson doing something out of the norm and I'm going to correct him, probably that person who would have corrected Tom or Jack would be ridiculed and be how should I say, be threatened by what? The home. So I recognize that though the community play an integral role, the home is still coming out on top. So the contribution from the home is enormous in shaping the future of the youth, and it is for me it is a main contributing factor to what we are seeing now as a society, or boys going in the wrong direction, or girls prioritizing the wrong stuff. So yes, I believe that. What else? Is there anything else though besides that?
But don't forget that sometimes parent put out all these effort that we're talking about right now,
Yes.
but still get the opposite result.
Yes.
But it is still important
Yes.
because guess what? We have not much control over what they do when they are not around. But what we can do is to instill a level, is to instill the right thing in them.
Right morals, yeah?
The right morals. So when they deviate, right?
Yes.
From doing the right thing, and this is try something about to become a friend of me.
Yeah.
Because really and truly that's not how you grow.
Yeah.
That's not how she grow.
Yes.
But she decided to try something new. He decided to try something new. But when he's doing whatever he's doing, he still have a second thought. Even though he's doing it, he said, John, you know, so I should not do this though because I'm wrong. But maybe see him, right?
Yes.
Versus the person who never instill no morals. When you go there, he don't have nothing to reflect on another.
So there's no compass.
So you just have to do him for doing. You don't have no heart for doing something wrong because there's nothing to reflect on. So the point that I'm getting to is that we cannot determine changes of our children, but we can instill options. I want to say.
Yeah.
So when they make the wrong move, there is something for them to reflect on.
Yes. So basically, you are saying, teach your children, show them the way in which they should grow. Show them the things that they should be doing. So in the future, when they reach to those roadblocks, they can reflect and remember what you have taught them. And of course, that will be their guide to actually step back to say, oh, mommy wouldn't approve this, daddy wouldn't approve this, and probably, all right, I'm not going to do it because daddy would have instilled certain things in me, and you would have told me in the past not to do these things. So you're saying basically that's important, and I agree. And another thing is as it relates to the parents, all right? We as parents, we have to reach to the place where we recognize that our presence are important, and our presence can actually either be there or not be there, because a lot of us as parents, what we do, we seek to show the children the way they are to go, but even though we are telling them this, we don't live the example. So what am I getting at? You will have your father, your mother, and what they will do, they will say, listen, it's wrong to cheat, it's wrong to lie, it's wrong to steal. But at the same time, we go and we steal in front of them day in and day out. And we, the parent, we expect them not to do it because we would have told them not to do it. But my philosophy is that the greatest teacher is a teacher that leads by example. So whatsoever you want that child to do, whatsoever you want that son, that daughter to do, you must ensure that you live the example so that they can see the right thing through you and then seek to do the right thing. So the problem that we're having in our society today is that we have a lot of, we have a lot of parents who want their child to do the total opposite of what they are doing. And you know what they tell the children? Don't do what I do, because what I do is not the right thing, but you should do the right thing. And what end up happening a lot of time is that though at that time while the child is very young, they may not display this behavior. As they grow older, because let me tell you, the greatest inspirator to a child most of the time is their guardian, your parent. So the fact that you're doing it and you would have believed that, oh, they're not going to do it because I told them not to do it, most of the time they end up doing the same or becoming what you were. So the greatest thing for me our message for me as to parent is that ensure that you live what you preach, you be the example so that your child, and remember at times too, it is not only your child that sees you as a role model. The society that we just spoke about at times don't see their parents as their role model now. They see their neighbor as their role model. They see their friend parents as role model. So we have to recognize at times that when we do what we do, we have to think about who is watching and what kind of example are we setting for the children, knowing that they are the future.
And yes, there's a point here that I consider to be very valuable.
Yeah.
And the word emotional support.
Yeah.
Most of these girls that has been used by male and all those stuff.
Yes.
Sometimes it's lack of support emotionally.
Yes.
Alright. Put it this way. You have girls that are actually 18 years old now.
Yes.
But they never go out with him, never go to a movie with your father.
No.
His man and father never go to a beach.
No.
They never go for a drink.
No.
So now there is no love.
Yeah.
So when there is no love, anything can fulfill love.
Are you sure though? Are you sure that there's no love? Because love is defined as being able just to act by some parents. Love is you being able to give him the lunch money.
I'm gonna break that down.
Okay.
Because watch out now. You could be realistic.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you tell a person you love him, you know, you don't mean it, you know.
Yeah.
Him blushing.
Yeah.
You know why sometimes?
Yeah.
Sometimes that have never been told by his father, by
Yeah.
her father. Imagine when your daughter go to a movie,
Yes.
having fun. You probably go have a drink.
Yeah.
No, he immune to being treated properly.
Yeah.
So he's not distracted by a guy who come tell him I love you, or I can buy you a drink, or I can go to a movie. No, because the bond that girl create with her father,
Yeah.
he know what love is.
Yes.
So you cannot tell him say you love him and him fall.
Yeah.
Versus the one when love from his father. Every man become a father to her. Sorry.
Yeah.
So she's seeking for love from a man.
Yeah.
That other man say love.
You know, they fall for it.
She fall for it. Go see him for a boy.
Yeah.
The mother and him not have no connection.
Yeah.
So he does not even know what love is.
Yes.
We don't just talk about love to be treated correctly.
Yeah.
So now, him go there, meet this girl. This girl said, "Boy, I gave me love you and everything." I said, "Whoa, somebody love me." Because remember, this is a female.
Yes.
My mother never told me that.
Yeah.
My mother never hugged me and kissed me on my jaw.
Yeah.
This girl kissed me on my jaw and said, "I love you, man." Start to be a particular way. No, this young man fall for that because they really love him. But because of lack of emotional support from their father and their mother, they fall for the wrong stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, definitely. And that is very, very, very powerful. That is very, very powerful because very often this word love is thrown around in society. It just bounces from corner to post. And a lot of times, as you would have said, people fall for it because of the fact that it hasn't been present in the home. Because I believe that the first person that should express love, the first person that a child should feel loved from or being loved by is their parent. Because unless they get that, then of course they may seek to get it elsewhere. And I agree with you. Because of course a lot of times the kids, the children of our society, which is and I want to stress the fact that the kids are the future. I want to stress the fact that what we're talking about is not just merely something. We are